Hi guys, so here we are on the border between Arizona and California. This road that you see behind us is historic Route 66. Now it may not look like much now, in fact it looks like a wasteland now. This was once one of the busiest highways in the United States of America. This actual roadway has been here since the 1800s. It has a long storied history. It first started in the 1820s with the Great Migration, when lots of people began moving out west. They needed a path to get to and from the different areas. By 1857, President Buchanan asked Lieutenant Beale of the U.S. Navy to come and stake out an actual path for wagon trains and other things. And he did that through the lower portion of the United States along the 35th parallel because it was a neutral environment and easy to navigate. The story of this highway continues on through the 1920s when the Dust Bowl and the Great Depression hit and people began escaping their life in the Midwest and began moving to California by way of this highway, which would become Route 66. When Roosevelt became president under his New Deal, he decided to pave the entire route. And for the first time in this path's history became Route 66, and it was paved all the way from Chicago into Los Angeles, 2,400-mile stretch of highway. In the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, this became the highway of the Great West. It became the way to get to California. Suddenly, all along the way popped up different shops and stores and different things to make the ride more interesting. It became known as the Mother Road, or the Great American Highway. Unfortunately, by 1957, President Eisenhower decided that America needed to be more like Europe. We wanted to move more towards a superhighway system. And so Interstate 40 was built. Just about 10 miles to the west of us here, Interstate 40 runs. And once that interstate opened up, it made it a lot easier to travel. This road goes actually through the mountains and around some pretty sharp turns, and so it's difficult to navigate at some points. So when I-40 opened, Route 66 unfortunately turned into what you see today. Along the way, many of those little towns and things that popped up are now ghost towns, abandoned as casualties of this change in American history. While we enjoy our interstates and our highways, I would probably say that Route 66 is among one of the better stories in American history. When we think about the American Revolution and the Civil War and the things that have changed our nation and has shaped it, we probably need to add the story of Route 66 to our repertoire.